It was just after midnight when an old, dusty Ford pickup rolled into a quiet gas station on the edge of a conservative town. The engine sputtered to silence, and a man stepped out tall, calm, eyes sharp. His name was Elijah Brooks. To anyone watching, he was just another tired traveler fueling up on a long drive. But Elijah wasn't there for fuel. He was on a mission, deep cover, off the record, and watching the warehouse across the lot. A building that looked abandoned, but Elijah knew better. Inside, a cache of smuggled military-grade weapons tied to a growing domestic terror cell. Hidden in his ear, an encrypted earpiece clicked softly. Surveillance active. Proceed with caution. It was his commanding officer, Major Prescott. Elijah didn't reply. He didn't need to. Inside the gas station, Claire Ramirez, the night cashier, sipped from a chipped mug and watched him through the window. Something about the man was different. Not dangerous, just disciplined. He was polite, alert, always checking his surroundings. Her gut told her he wasn't just passing through. That's when the squad car pulled in. The kind of sound that changes everything. Officer Rick Holden stepped out tall, uniform crisp, swagger in every step. A local legend and a badge. The kind of man small towns feared and protected. His eyes locked on Elijah, a black man at a gas pump, alone, at night. That was all it took. "Evening, sir. Long drive?" he asked with a smile that didn't reach his eyes. Elijah kept his tone respectful, calm. "Yes, officer. Just passing through." Holden didn't like the calm. He liked fear. And Elijah didn't give it to him. "Got ID? Is there a reason, officer?" Holden's smile faded. "You look nervous. You got something to hide?" Claire stiffened behind the counter. She'd seen this story before, and it never ended right. Holden circled the truck like a shark. Elijah watched the reflection of a black SUV behind the warehouse, a shadow moving too fast. He clocked it instantly. The terror cell was in motion. He was running out of time. But Holden kept pushing. Hands on the truck. Elijah complied, staying calm as the officer patted him down. That's when Holden accidentally knocked Elijah's phone to the ground. It slid under the truck, severing Elijah's secure connection to command. Mission comms were now dark. And then the cuffs came out. "You're under arrest for obstruction," Holden said, yanking his arms behind his back. Claire stepped back from the window, hand hovering over the phone. Should she call for help? Or would that make things worse? Inside the squad car, Elijah sat still. But his mind was racing. From the warehouse, crates were being loaded fast. 4 men, tactical gear. One carrying a duffel marked RSTRICTED. If they left that lot tonight, people would die. And now, the only man sent to stop them was locked in the back of a cruiser by a racist cop who couldn't see past his own bias. But Officer Holden didn't know who he had just arrested. He didn't know Elijah wasn't just another black man on the road. He was an elite Army intelligence operative trained in infiltration, weapons recovery, and silent takedowns. He was the ghost that enemies feared. And tonight, he wasn't going to let the mission fail. Back in the squad car, Elijah's breathing slowed. He rolled his wrist and tapped a tiny pressure point on his military-style watch. Click, click. A silent transmission beacon activated, alerting his team to interference. No signal. No backup. He was now a rogue asset in hostile territory. Just how he liked it. Inside his belt seam, a thread-thin wire unfolded. 3 twists. 1 pull. The cuffs loosened. His hands were free, but he waited. Holden returned with coffee and arrogance, peering through the window with a smirk. "Backup's on the way. You'll be processed by midnight." Elijah looked him dead in the eyes. "I don't have until midnight. SNAP. The cuffs dropped. The back door swung open. In 3 seconds, Holden was disarmed, flipped, and zip-tied using his own handcuffs. "What the hell are you?" "Exactly what I was trained to be." Elijah moved like a shadow across the lot. He popped the magnetic lock under his truck, pulled out a satchel, and loaded up. 9mm pistol. Short-range EMP. Secure headset. Warehouse active. 4 targets. Mission compromised. Engaging now. In the warehouse, armed men loaded crates. Elijah took the first one down silently, from behind a storage unit. The second, a precise strike to the neck. The third disarmed mid-turn and slammed into the wall. Who are you? The man gasped. The man who's been watching you for 6 months. But a fourth emerged, tactical vest, red laser sight sweeping. Claire, watching from the station, panicked. She grabbed a pistol from under the counter, crept outside, aimed. Bang. She missed, but just enough to distract. Elijah seized the moment, tackled the last man, disabled the weapon, and brought him down. The warehouse was secured. As dawn broke, federal agents arrived, quiet and efficient. No sirens, no questions. Holden sat cuffed on the curb, pale, shaken. I didn't know who you were, he muttered. Elijah paused, looked him in the eye. That was never the problem. Claire gave her statement calmly, her live stream now viral across the country. 6 million views overnight. Her bravery undeniable. Elijah packed his gear, pulled out an old photo, a fallen comrade, and tucked it into his pocket. Another mission done. He turned to Claire, took the coffee she offered. Black. No sugar, she said. Figured that's your style. I don't usually take favors, he replied. Then maybe next time don't get arrested by a small-town racist. They laughed. A quiet, shared laugh between survivors. A black SUV pulled up. A federal agent waved Elijah in. As he climbed in, Claire called out one last time. You've got courage. Don't waste it. He turned, smiled. You either. Some wars aren't fought overseas. Some are fought in silence, at gas stations and parking lots, on American soil. And sometimes justice doesn't wear a uniform, it wears patience. FEDETOBLSCK. The mission wasn't survival. It was truth.